Hey guys, today I am very excited to get to talk to you about Venom: The Last Dance. I saw it last night at a screening in 4DX, so, already I gotta tell you, 4DX, I have a real fun time at 4DX. I know some people don't like it, some people say it takes them out of the movie, but I really thoroughly enjoy 4DX. It's a fun ride, and I also got to take my daughter, who's 11 years old, who loves the first two movies, and I really enjoyed the first two movies too. Are they good movies? Maybe that's not the right way to describe them, but they're fun, they're silly, they're ridiculous. They know they are not serious movies. They do not take themselves seriously. They are like, I'm a comic book movie and I'm gonna go hard and go crazy, and that's what it does. And that's exactly what Venom: The Last Dance does as well. However, I do feel like we get a little bit more heart than we're used to this time around. It is the final movie. Tom Hardy has said it. This is not like a spoiler. This is the final film of the trilogy. And it really, truly feels like the final film of the trilogy in a very, very sad way. My daughter was crying at the end. I was tearing up. There was a lot happening. It's very emotional, especially towards the end. Well, some of the jokes don't land, but a lot of them do, especially for me, because they're dumb. They're funny and they're stupid and it's ridiculous. And that's what I want in a Venom movie. I think Tom Hardy has always been an incredible Eddie Brock, and I will be very, very sad not to see him return to this role. I hope that he does in one way or another, one form or another, maybe in another movie. I know they've said this is the end for the Venom films, which is very interesting because if you go on Rotten Tomatoes, and I'm a Rotten Tomatoes approved critic, but you see critics that call them rotten like 30 to 40% for these Venom films, and then the audience scores are in like the 80s. And I think that's what's going to happen with this one as well. Because if you like the first two movies, you're getting the same sort of thing that we get in the first two movies. This just dials it up to 11. It's like, go big or go home. This is the last one. We're just going to make things crazy. And that's exactly what they do. And I had a blast with it. I had fun. Like, this movie is fun. Say what you will. I don't care. It's a good time. Personally, I think it's the best of the trilogy. The story's a little messy here and there. Yes. But I liked Null a lot. And what I liked about Null, and I think what some people maybe won't like about Null, is that Null is not, yes, he's the main villain, quote unquote, of the film, of this movie, but he's not in it that much. It's very much, like how they set up Thanos, okay? Like, he's there, he's the big bad, he's coming, but he's got all his minions doing his dirty work for him right now. You know what I mean? It's that very same way, and I think that's important because I think Null could grow to be the big bad of the Sonyverse. I'm hoping that's what Sony is trying to do. Again, make it like a Thanos, right? So yes, it is Venom versus Null, but that's not what it is. There's a little bit of Null. The introduction, I think, is perfect. It was great. They sprinkle him a little bit throughout the movie, and then there's stuff towards the end, right? So I guess, spoiler, he's sticking around. But I like that, and I hope that we do get something. Like I said, he could be a Thanos in the Sonyverse. Absolutely. It wouldn't make sense for him to just get beat easily anyway. That's not who Null is. So I'm glad that they didn't do that. I think that was smart. Now, will some people think there wasn't enough Null? Probably. But I really enjoyed what they did here. And, I mean, if you've seen the trailer, you know it's ridiculous. We got a Venom horse. We got a Venom frog. We got Venom all sorts of things. And it's dumb and silly, but it's fun, dumb, and silly, right? It's a good time. And Tom Hardy is phenomenal in this movie. I think he's always been great as Eddie Brock. Like I said, I'm really going to miss him in this role. But I really loved this final goodbye. I mean, they mentioned that it's been a year since, Venom came to him, since they were connected. And I really... It feels like they've come a long way. They kind of go over their friendship and their relationship. And this is kind of like a buddy comedy for the majority of the movie. It's like a road trip buddy comedy is really what this is. They're running from so many different outside forces that are trying to track them down. But really, it is just about the two of them and this bond they have formed, this friendship they have formed. And it kind of sends off the messaging of like, live life, man. Like be happy for what you have now. Live in the moment, spend as much time with your friends as you can because you never know what's around the corner, right? You never know. I really, like I said, I had fun with this. It's not a great movie. It's not a perfect movie, but it's fun. It's silly. It's dumb. It's exactly what I wanted out of this. The best of the trilogy. I had a blast. And I'm hoping that there's some way we get to see Tom Hardy Venom again, even though I won't hold my breath for it. But I listen, I enjoyed it. I had a good time. So I hope you guys do as well. It hits theaters this weekend, so be sure to check it out. And there's 2 end credit scenes, by the way. There's a mid credit, which is really great. And then there's an end credit. It's kind of silly, right? We always call it the ant playing drums, but it might set up for something else. I don't know. But it's way after the credits. Like, it rolls the credits, and it even shows, like, the Sony logo. Like, our friend who saw it was like, I swear there's another one. And we were like, are you sure there's another end credit? Because, like, it's at the very end. So don't miss that one. But yeah, let me know if you're excited for Venom: The Last Dance down below in the comments. If you've already seen it by the time you got to this review, let me know what you thought. Did you have fun? Like, here's the thing. I think if you like the first 2 films, you're going to like this one. So let me know where you lie on all of the Venom films. I think they're fun. They're dumb, but they are just a good time at the movies, right? You can turn your brain off and just laugh, and that is what I want sometimes. That is what I need sometimes. And so thank you, Tom Hardy and Venom, for giving me that. I will say also Juno Temple's a great addition. She has one of the coolest moments in the entire thing. There's some great epic action sequences, and there's a big battle towards the end. That's not really a spoiler. I mean, of course, it's a comic book movie, so of course there's a big battle towards the end. And she's one of the best moments there. You get to see a lot of symbiotes. There's a lot of fun. It's just a fun time, you guys. It's just a fun time. Just go and enjoy yourself. Turn off your brain and laugh and have fun. Yeah, and you guys can follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and you can check me out at MamasGeeky.com. Thanks. I'll see you next time.